My dear, I'm defensive because my heart learned to shield before it could heal. I guard my love like a fortress because once I was left exposed and broken. Behind every harsh word, there's a silent scream begging to be understood. I push you away not to lose you, but to protect my fragile hope inside. My defenses are scars disguised as armor, proof of battles you never saw. I fear vulnerability because the last time I tried, I lost myself completely. The walls I build aren't to trap you, but to keep the pain from flooding in. I hide my tears behind anger. It's the only mask that feels safe to wear. Defensiveness is love's desperate attempt to survive its own fragile truth. I'm not cold, I'm broken, and learning how to thaw without shattering again. Each defensive act is a love letter written in the language of fear. I'm defensive because silence once swallowed my cries whole. Never again. The secret is this: my heart is fragile, and I'm terrified of breaking again. I don't defend to fight, but to stop the world from watching me crumble. When I am defensive, I'm not closing doors. I'm fighting to keep the light in. My soul learned to guard itself after love left it bleeding and exposed. Behind every defensive wall, there's a lonely heart begging for trust. I'm defensive because my past whispered lies that made me doubt love's truth. I'm not pushing you away. I'm protecting what little peace I have left. Defensiveness is the silent prayer of a heart still hoping to be whole. I'm defensive because my love was once a battlefield of broken promises. The secret? I'm afraid that letting go means losing you forever. My defenses are scars that map the story of love's deepest wounds. I'm defensive because my heart's been shattered and I'm afraid to fall apart again. Behind my anger hides a love too scared to show its true face. I shield myself from pain, but it's your love I secretly long for. I'm defensive because love once betrayed me in its quietest moments. My walls are built from whispers of past heartbreaks. I never told you. I fight to protect my heart, not to break yours. Defensiveness is love's broken song, fragile, raw, and waiting to heal. I'm defensive because love once left me feeling invisible and alone. Behind every defense is a heart desperate for a chance to be heard. I'm scared that if I let down my guard, I'll lose myself again. The secret is fear, fear that love will never be gentle with me again. I'm defensive because silence once swallowed my love whole. My heart's defense is a fragile dance between hope and despair. I protect myself because love once left me shattered on the floor. My defenses are tears the world never saw. Silent cries for understanding. I'm defensive because love once abandoned me when I needed it most. Behind my walls, is a soul craving to be held without judgment. I'm defensive because love's past scars still bleed beneath the surface. I shield my heart to stop the echoes of old heartbreak from returning. Defensiveness is love's armor forged in the fires of past pain. I'm defensive because trust once turned to dust in my hands. My defenses hide a love too scared to risk being broken again. I guard my heart because love once left it bruised and battered. Behind every defense is a soul quietly screaming for a second chance. I'm defensive because the last time I loved, I lost myself in the silence. My secret: I'm terrified love will hurt me like it did before. I'm defensive because vulnerability once shattered my fragile dreams. Defensiveness is the language of a heart still learning to forgive. I'm defensive because love's past betrayals echo in every touch. Behind my anger hides a love too scared to speak its truth. I fight to protect the love I still dare to believe in. My defenses are tears disguised as walls, silent prayers for healing. I'm defensive because once love turned its back when I needed it most. The secret: I'm scared that love's gentle hands will never find me again. I shield my heart to stop the pain from swallowing me whole. I'm defensive because love once left me broken and forgotten. Behind every defense is a heart hoping for a love that lasts. I'm defensive because trust was once a fragile gift stolen away. My walls are built from echoes of love's cruelest goodbyes. I fight to keep my heart safe, even if it means pushing you away. Defensiveness is love's armor, worn not to hurt, but to survive. I'm defensive because love once whispered lies that shattered my faith. Behind my silence hides a love too afraid to be seen. I guard my heart because love once left scars no one noticed. The secret is fear, a fear of losing you before I ever truly had you. I'm defensive because vulnerability once tore me apart inside. My defenses are love's last stand against the ghosts of heartbreak. I fight to protect what's left of a heart once broken in silence. Behind every harsh word is a love begging to be understood. I'm defensive because love once turned cold when I needed warmth. My walls aren't prisons. They're shields against love's past cruelty. I'm defensive because my heart still trembles at the thought of loss. Defensiveness is the quiet echo of a love that refuses to die. I guard my love fiercely because it's the only thing I've truly known. Behind every defense is a heart desperate to be held, not hurt. I'm defensive because love's past wounds are still fresh beneath my skin. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. My secret is fear, a fear that loving will always mean losing myself. I'm defensive because love once left me drowning in silent tears. Behind my anger is a love too scared to be vulnerable again. I shield my heart because love's past wounds still bleed quietly. I'm defensive because trust once shattered like glass in my hands. My defenses hide a love that's been bruised but not broken. I guard my heart because love once left it aching in the dark. Behind every defense is a soul yearning for a love that lasts. I'm defensive because love's past betrayals haunt every heartbeat. My walls are the echoes of a heart that's learned to survive pain. I fight to protect the love I still dare to believe in. Defensiveness is love's last attempt to keep hope alive. I'm defensive because vulnerability once tore me apart inside. Behind my silence is a love too scared to speak its truth. I shield my heart to stop the pain from swallowing me whole. I'm defensive because love once left me broken and forgotten. My defenses are tears disguised as walls, silent prayers for healing. I fight to keep my heart safe, even if it means pushing you away. Behind every harsh mustard is a love begging to be understood. I'm defensive because love once turned cold when I needed warmth. If you want me to refine or add a specific tone or style, just say. My defenses tremble because love once vanished like smoke through my fingers. I'm defensive because the silence after love's goodbye still screams in my soul. Behind my walls, a heart whispers prayers for a love that won't betray. I guard my feelings because heartbreak once carved shadows deep inside me. Defensiveness is love's desperate dance with the fear of being forgotten. I hide my cracks, fearing that showing them will shatter what's left. My heart's armor is forged from lessons love taught with bitter fire. I'm defensive because love once left me chasing ghosts in the dark. Behind every cold stare is a soul aching for warm forgiveness. I push away to protect the fragile hope that still clings inside me. The secret I carry is fear. Fear that love's light will fade again. My defenses are prayers written in the language of broken trust. I'm defensive because love once abandoned me in a silent storm. Each barrier I build is a silent cry to be held without judgment. I hide my pain so well, even I forget where it begins and ends. Love once tore me open, and I'm still afraid to let it heal. Behind my distance is a heart fragile as a glass vase, trembling. I'm defensive because my soul remembers love's cruelest betrayals too well. My walls speak a language of survival no one ever taught me to translate. I guard my heart not to trap love, but to keep it from escaping again. Defensiveness is love's echo, a reminder of battles fought in silence. I'm scared that opening up will mean losing myself to the void. Behind every harsh word lies a hope begging to be believed. I'm defensive because love once shattered me, piece by fragile piece. My heart hides its scars beneath layers of quiet resilience. I'm defensive because trust was once a fragile bird, broken by storms. The secret I hold is a trembling hope wrapped in scars and silence. I shield myself because love's past wounds still whisper pain in the night. I'm defensive because once love walked away when I needed it most. Behind my armor is a soul longing for a love that never hurts. I fight to protect a heart that's been lost and found in broken pieces. Defensiveness is love's final plea, not to be forgotten or discarded. I'm defensive because silence once swallowed my deepest cries whole. My walls are the shadows of a love that couldn't survive the light. Behind every defense is a heart still reaching for a second chance. I'm defensive because love's past betrayals echo louder than promises. I guard my heart fiercely, hoping love will someday stay for good. The secret I hold is love's fragile echo, breaking through fear's silence. I'm defensive because vulnerability once shattered my fragile dreams apart. My defenses are love's whispers, fragile, raw, and desperately hoping to heal.